Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Aussie Lawn. I'm Brenton, and as you've just seen, a lot's changed on this green in the last 21 days. So what I thought today we'd do is we'd get up close, have a closer look at how everything's going. Then we'll give it an application of Seasol and Powerfeed in a hose-on pack. But before we do that, we will give it a mow. Just going to take that dew off. That'll also let us get nice and close and see what's happening. So let's crack on. Not a massive amount of grass into the catcher on this mow, but we're saying that it's been getting mown every day, with the exception we got a bit of rain on the weekend and with work commitments, so it went 3 days, but apart from that it's been getting cut every day. Okay, so let's have a look in this catcher and see what we've got here. Keeping in mind this was mown yesterday afternoon, so it might not look like there's much in here for approximately 200 square metres of turf. But as I said, considering it was cut yesterday afternoon, it's not a bad effort. The 4mm height of cut, and you look at some of the sizes of these clippings, or the length of these clippings. So the green is actively growing. It's growing really well. Let's have a look and see what's happening on the green though up close. Okay, so let's get up close with this and just have a look for a moment. Big improvement, as you can see. As I said, we are still at the 4mm height of cut. So it is coming along quite nicely. All turf around here has slowed down at the moment, and that is because we've sort of hit a really heavy autumn. It's a bit unusual for us to be this cool at this time of year. I'm sort of back in jeans and long sleeve shirts today. Yesterday was 20 degrees. And normally we're still in the 30s, so it has cooled things down a little bit, but by no means stopped growing. I'm going to suggest that we might see a frost earlier this year if these conditions change, but it's still probably a little soon to tell. The surface is probably a little bit lumpy in certain areas, but of course that would have been alleviated had we have had the top dressing done. It would have helped things, and it would have actually made this surface recover quicker once again than what it has. But look, I'm not unhappy with the surface, and knowing that I wasn't able to top dress due to not being able to source it. So anyway, look, let's have a look at the less repaired areas, if you want, or the areas that still need some improvement, and they should really benefit from this application of Seasol and Powerfeed. Right, so again, even the barer areas, they're still recovering. They are obviously a little bit slower, but as I said, we'll put this Powerfeed on. You can have a little look here at what's going on. And we come around here to a section that's probably the worst. And the reason I believe it is the worst is it's probably actually a little compacted just through here. You'll probably find actually a lot of the corners. So you've got this bit here, this little section here. So it's sort of where the mower's sort of, I guess, turning on the roller a little bit, because you're going around that corner, and the compaction there, I just think the compaction is probably a little bit harder than areas. But as I said, come springtime, we'll core all this with our top dress. That'll alleviate that. Look, this will still cover over. It'll just be a little bit slower, and as I said, everything has slowed down a little bit because the weather's cooled right off, but by still no means do I have any regrets in what I've done. Plus it gives you guys a great insight as to how aggressive you can be with cooch, and it's still going to kick on for you. Okay, so Seasol and Powerfeed. Basically, seaweed solution is the Seasol. It's great for stimulating the roots and the microorganisms in the soil. Meanwhile, added a bit of Powerfeed to it, and what it'll do is it'll just promote some growth vigor. It'll stimulate the grass to shoot. Can also act as a bit of a clay breaker, and that kind of thing. So we'll go with the recommended rates. Now, the hose-on pack is designed to treat 100 square meters. So this area here is 200. So all we're going to do is just go over the green twice. So we'll use up a container once, and then we'll fill it up again, and we'll use a container the other way. Now, you can spray this stuff with a backpack sprayer or something like that. But again, this way, look, it's quick and easy. Hose it on, don't need to water it in afterwards. Hose it in, walk away. I've had good success doing it like that. Quicker and easier rather than me putting a backpack sprayer on and that kind of thing. And then I do feel like I've got to give it a bit of a drink because it hasn't got that dilution rate that you get when you've got the hose on pack. Now, there are other products on the market. I'm sure that they're great. I haven't used them. When you've got a bigger block like I do, and these sort of products are weekly, fortnightly kind of products, I just don't have the time. I simply just don't have the time to get over this place with all these micronutrient sort of products. But in this instance with the green, we're going to give it a kick along as the season's drawing to a close. So I can make some special allowances there, and I just add this in as part of the maintenance and continue the daily mowing. So let's get this stuff mixed up and get it out there. Smells wonderful. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh man, if you could smell this now. I think I prefer that dynamic lifter better. Okay, a little handy hint when you're using these hose-on spray packs. You don't, if you're in an area with really good water pressure, you don't need to flog the guts out of it. You don't need to turn that tap on all the way. Half, bit more, bit less. You want to be sure you can get over the whole area comfortably without racing around like a lunatic or blowing the fitting off halfway through. So just nice and steady, sweeping motion, up and down till you've depleted your supply. Reload, go back the other way. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's have a go. Okay, so Seasol / Powerfeed combination done. Look, that's probably about as far as we can go for now with this little mini series on the green renovation. We will come back in a few weeks' time once the last of the little areas have closed over. You probably noticed in that time-lapse clip that I focused a little bit on those bare areas with the product towards the end, just to give it that little bit of a kick. Look, thank you very much for watching. Plenty more episodes to come. I try to upload once a week, and I'm sort of making that time Saturday mornings about 9 o'clock my time, which is New South Wales, Australia time. At the moment we are in daylight saving, so once that finishes there'll be an hour change, but still for me it'll be 9 o'clock Saturday mornings. Plenty more things coming up in the series. Look, thanks very much for your support so far. It's been really well received. It's given me a lot of confidence to push on with this, and I'm hoping to bring you some great content in the future. Look guys, I'm over and out. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you here next time on the Aussie Lawn.